Welcome back in Fox Family and Health now. There is a new study out about there being an increased risk of elevated blood pressure among children. And this morning we're going to give you some simple tips and ways to get your kids healthier. And right now we're going to talk to Dr. David Bush. He's the Interim Chief, Division of Pediatric Cardiology and Assistant Professor of Cardiology with UT Medicine. And Doctor, I want to talk to you about the study that came out. Kind of explain why this is happening right now.
Sure. Well, this study represents two pieces of data, one that was collected in the 1980s and one collected in 2000s. And there was this a national study of children with problems with nutrition and with their blood pressure. And what they found basically was that blood pressure has risen by 27% from 1980 till 2000. And when they looked at the reasons for it, what they found that they could explain is that elevation in their weight, elevation in their waist size, and then finally elevation in their salt intake seem to account for this increase.
How worried should we be as parents?
I think we should be very worried because obesity continues to climb, and it's something that has been with us for the last several decades and doesn't seem to be getting better. And so we need to focus on efforts to try to reduce that. All
right, Dr. David Bush there. Now we're going to move along because we're going to give you some tips on how to fix this. And first up, we're going to do a 3-cheese macaroni bake over here with Amber Ketchum. And Amber, we appreciate you being here. We're with Shane Diet and Fitness Resorts. And this is one of the simple ways of helping kids out, right? And families.
Yes, that's right. Well, we still want kids to have good food and enjoy what they eat, but we really want to do lower sodium versions of some of the favorite foods. So this is a really, really simple way to do that.
Yeah, everybody loves mac and cheese.
Everybody,
unless you're lactose intolerant, then you might not like it so much.
That's right. So everything we're doing here falls into what the American Heart Association teaches as far as lower sodium, lower fat. So we've got some fat-free ricotta cheese going in here.
Okay.
We're going to use some fat-free sour cream as well.
And you sent this recipe over to us, so we'll have it attached to this interview at foxsanantonio.com so you can make it for your family tonight if you'd like.
That's right. And we're basically making the filling right now. You can see the macaroni is right here that's already been cooked, and we're using whole grain elbow macaroni, so we're using the whole wheat pasta to add some fiber and protein.
Okay. And they make whole wheat pasta now in ABCs and all sorts of things, so you can have fun with kids, right?
Oh yeah, and you know, you can even let the kids pick what shape they want to use for it to make it fun. So we're using a little bit of Parmesan. We've only got a tablespoon going in here, so not too much, and we use some reduced fat cheddar cheese, a little bit of all-purpose seasoning, and then we're just going to mix this together and add some skim milk.
Okay.
That's going to give it some moisture.
And we're getting rid of some of the fat too by using skim.
That's right. Yeah, we're putting low fat pretty much everything in here, and then we're using an egg white to bind everything together.
Very nice. What I did like is that you put reduced fat cheese and not fat-free, because the fat-free sometimes doesn't have great flavor, so you left the flavor in there for people that love cheese.
That's right, and you know, it doesn't melt quite the same.
Right,
you know,
exactly.
People,
it doesn't melt at all, really.
Yeah, it's a little interesting to use sometimes for dishes like this. So the lower fat is going to give you that flavor without all of that extra fat too.
Very nice, okay.
All right, so all you do is mix it together, and then we're going to pour it into a sprayed dish. So we've got a 1-quart baking dish here. And then what we're going to do is top it with some low sodium breadcrumbs.
Oh, okay. Just on top of that?
Yes, just sprinkle those on top. And I forgot actually to put the Worcestershire.
It goes in there too?
Yeah, the lowest sodium that you can find of the Worcestershire sauce. And then we're going to top it with a little bit of tomato.
Does that add a little zing to it?
It does.
Okay.
It's important. So it's definitely, I think, needs to be in here. So it's a good one. And then we're going to put some tomato slices on top.
And then you'll put it into the oven?
You're going to bake it at 375 for about 30 minutes until it's cooked through and bubbly.
And there's the finished product.
There it is.
Very nice. And like I said, we've got this on our website at foxsanantonio.com, so you can make that for you. And thank you, Amber. We really appreciate that. That's a great recipe. All right, now we move from you just finished eating, and now you got to exercise a little bit and get some of that off, especially if you have 2 helpings, right?
Yes,
now and again,
absolutely.
we do that. Liz Mitchell is here, and she's also with Shane Diet and Fitness Resorts. And so a lot of times we think that we have to do all these formal exercises to get our heart rates up and to help us, but really we don't, right?
Exactly, yeah. There's a lot of simple things we can do at home. So first of all, 1 in 6 children are overweight or obese, and we're seeing an increasing number being diagnosed with hypertension and high cholesterol, which are 2 risk factors in heart disease and stroke. So physical activity is going to be really important to get them moving and help fight childhood obesity. So what we can do is, you know, even making a TV show kind of fun and active, what we can do is, you know, for example, if we're here and we say the word news, you can do 10 jumping jacks. You know, during commercial breaks, working out through the entire commercial break, doing jumping jacks, squats, high knees, things like that. And then within the 30-minute time period of that show, you can get in a lot of physical activity.
Wow. And so you're doing it while you're enjoying your show.
Absolutely.
I think a lot of times if you say, okay, I'm going to let you watch TV, but you have to do something good for yourself while you're watching that TV show, right?
Yeah.
Very nice. You want to show us some of the exercises you can do with your kids?
Yeah, so the simple ones, you know, jumping jacks,
okay,
pretty basic. You can do squats. You can do butt kicks. And then jump rope in place.
Okay, and just make sure that you move your furniture so that you don't hit yourself when you're at home. So that's a great idea. We'll move everybody in. So we want to tell everybody thank you so much for being here, and thank the American Heart Association for giving us all of this information. Once again, this is Liz Mitchell, Amber Ketchum, and Dr. Bush here this morning to give us more information about our kids, and especially making sure that they don't live with hypertension, because we don't want that at such a young age. We appreciate you guys being here. All right, we'll be back after a break right here on Fox News First. And don't forget, FoxSanAntonio.com has all the information, the full interview if you want to see it again, and also that great recipe. So stay with us.